Good evening. I'd like to call the Wilson School Board meeting of Monday, March 20th to order. Roll call, please.
Here.
Mr. Ehrlich?
Here.
Mr. Hart?
Here.
Mr. Hopp?
Here.
Mr. Martin?
Here.
Mr. Metzger?
Here.
Mr. Nigrini?
Here.
Mrs. Reid?
Here.
Mrs. Wolf? Mr. Wolf?
Here.
Please rise for the presentation of the colony. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order, arms. Reverse colors, march. Left face. Forward, march.
Please be seated. On public participation.
There are two opportunities for the public to address the board. One is on agenda items, which is before the agenda. The second is on non-agenda items, and this is at the end of the meeting. Pursuant to board policy and the Sunshine Law, each person will have a 3-minute opportunity to provide comments on matters that are or may come before the board. It is not a question and answer session, and all comments must be directed to the board as a whole. To speak, you must fill out a card as you enter and provide it to the board's assistant secretary.
Do we have anybody who wants to speak on agenda items?
No.
Thank you. Do we have any communications? Under Wilson Good News, couple of things this evening. First of all, congratulations to the Wilson West Middle School for winning the Outstanding Cool Video Award at this year's inaugural Berks County What's So Cool About Manufacturing contest. This is sponsored by the Manufacturing Resource Center and is paired 19 Berks and Schuylkill County middle schools with local manufacturers. The goal was to produce a short video that demonstrates the positive attributes of modern production firms and increase awareness of potential career paths in the manufacturing field. Video entries were judged by an expert panel of local industry and educational leaders. Thanks to the generosity of their manufacturing partner, Sweet Street Desserts, West students produced a high-quality video that demonstrated an accurate perception of the coolness that is occurring in local businesses. To view all video entries and a list of the award winners, you can check out the website dreamitdoitpa.com. Wilson Southern and Cambridge Lee were featured in the Reading Eagle article to kick off the video voting for the entire county. There's a great shot of our Southern students interviewing CEO Andrea Funk. VP of Operations Chris Willett is in the shot also. Our featured kids are in there. With only 7 possible awards for all participating schools from Berks and Schuylkill counties in the What's So Cool About Manufacturing contest, Wilson came out as the winners. We have also a recognition and presentation tonight. Mr. Weatherhold, do you want to introduce it?
Good evening. I'd like to introduce Terry Stam. She's the Vice President of Spring Township Lions Club. She's also the sponsor of our Leo Club here at Wilson High School. And she will actually say a few words about Karen Mendoza and her winning poster.
This is Miss Lurgine Wallace. She is one of the art teachers at Wilson West, and this is the Peace Poster winner, Karen Mendoza. I'm going to give you a little bit of history of the Peace Poster contest that Karen won. Since 1988, Lions Club International has sponsored the annual Peace Poster contest to encourage young people to express their perspective on peace. Each year, as many as 600,000 children ages 11 to 13 from 75 countries around the world participate in the contest. Sponsored by local clubs such as the Lions Club of Spring Township, the international competition reflects the key doctrine of the Lions, to create and foster a spirit of understanding among the peoples of the world. Each year, a different theme is chosen to help spark the students' imagination. Each young artist's work reflects his or her own experience, culture, and worldwide view. The first Peace Poster contest in 1988 was won by Mustafa El-Tawaki from war-torn Beirut, Lebanon, by expressing the theme, "Peace will help us grow," with a dove flying over a bed of roses. While he had never known peace, he expressed his vision of peace would be like. Karen chose to express this year's theme, a celebration of peace, with a very bright colored poster with air balloons, best understood and explained in her own words.
Peace is when individuals and nations unite and their love, respect, and helping of one another overcomes any weapon of evil. The hot air balloons in my drawing symbolize the liberty to move freely and the celebration of peace. Like all people, each balloon is unique and different, but they remain together and in harmony.
There are 3 criteria used to evaluate the posters at all judging levels: expression of theme, artistic merit, and originality. Winners are chosen each year for their unique and heartfelt visions of peace. Created from crayon, watercolor, pencil, and other mediums, certain rules must be followed. For each contest, a club sponsors 1 poster is chosen to advance to the district competition. As in Wilson School District's case, we sponsor 1 poster from each middle school. At the district level, which includes posters from Berks and Chester County schools, 1 poster is chosen to advance to the multiple district council chairperson. The multiple district then chooses 1 poster to send to the international headquarters for the international level of competition. At the international level of competition, members of art, education, media, peace, and youth communities serve as judges to select the 23 merit winners and 1 grand prize winner each year. Karen was one of the 23 merit winners and the only one in the United States. As you can see, this is quite an honor, not only to Karen, but the art teacher, Miss Lauren G. Wallace. And Carla Mannix, I have to thank her because she was the person who initiated the contest in our school district, and our Lions Club secretary, Joe Dushinsky, for handling the first 3 years of the contest. This is our 6th year competing, and 6 years we have placed at least in the 1st and 2nd at the state level. Every year posters get better and better from each middle school. I think it states a lot about our art program and our teachers' enthusiasm. Thank you very much. And I think we have a video, right?
We're going to see the video
Okay.
of Karen as she was interviewed
Yes.
for Fox 29.
Yes,
And how she did a great job.
she did.
It's
Great.
short, like 4-minute video, but you can just see the ways that she has it. It's great.
Yes, is helping to change the world for the better. We're going to change you to Karen because she recently won an international contest for her artwork depicting her vision of world peace. She's 14 years old and she represented the United States in a competition that some 600,000 children from across the globe participated in. And this past weekend, there you see Karen. She was featured in a pop-up youth art show at the United Nations. She's the daughter of Mexican immigrants. Karen named her body of work, "The Liberty to Move
piece, and I just kind of, I was looking for like different leaders, like Gandhi and stuff like that, and also a lot of pictures of flags, so I could put together the balloons with flags on them.
Nice. So let's go through some of these symbols then that you picked out, because, yeah, they're different balloons, but instead of the traditional basket underneath, there's peace signs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? And then what else do you have here? What are some other interesting things?
Well, I think my favorite balloon was the middle one with music, because I feel like music is kind of like a way to like promote peace, and I put in the center because I love music. Like I'm in a band at my school.
Oh, okay.
And the hardest ones were the two of the flags because it was hard to put together all of them and like some like really tiny details. And well, I put those so when countries unite, like I feel like they can rise and do great things.
Thus, they're rising up into the sky.
Yeah.
I love this. And what's the significance of the tree? And what's it beautiful that was on there?
I think and also another important part of peace is also like helping the environment. So I'm also like really environmental conscious.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's why I included the tree one.
This is so exciting. So, are you like a full-time artist? Like, how long have you been out drawing?
Well, ever since I was little, I guess, but I started being more interested and also like serious about it when I entered middle school.
Mhm.
So like about 3 years ago, and I've been entering contests ever since.
So, what do you want to be when you grow up? Do you want to be a famous artist? Or?
I'd like to do something in art or also something with the environment.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you're certainly on your way. I mean, how can I, United Nations, and I see your parents are here, right? They're very proud. They're smiling, they're waving. So this is pretty cool. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And keep us updated. So where do you go to school?
Wilson West Middle School.
Wilson West Middle School in Reading, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, it's nice to meet you, Karen. And thank you. This is a beautiful, beautiful piece. It really is.
Thank you.
It's very nice. Okay, 819, Beauty and the Beast.
Karen, I'm sure it was a great experience being with the United Nations, and you certainly represented your class in the Wilson School District extremely well. So we're all proud of you. Yeah. Thank you, Karen. And somebody who can't draw anything. That's impressive. Well, we'll get on with the business portion of the meeting. Oh, yeah. You don't have to, unless you want to stay. The first item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from March 6th, 2017. So I have a motion, Dr. Timurski. Do I have a second? Mr. Wolf. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Treasurer's report?
Mr. President, I submit the Treasurer's investment report and general fund financial reports for the prior month for board approval.
Do I have a second? Mrs. Reid. Roll call, please.
Dr. Shavaleski?
Yes.
Mr. Ehrlich?
Yes.
Mr. Hart?
Yes.
Mr. Hopp?
Yes.
Mr. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Metzger?
Yes.
Mr. Nigrini?
Yes.
Mrs. Reid?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
9 yes, 0 no.
Mr.
Payment
President,
of bills?
I submit that we pay bills from the general fund in the amount of $2,254,076.80, and from the capital reserve fund, Fund in the amount of $4,191.88.
Thank you. Do I have a second to the motion? Mr. Martin, roll call, please.
Mr. Hopp?
Yes.
Mr. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Metzger?
Yes.
Mr. Nigrini?
Yes.
Mrs. Reed?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Dr. Chemowski?
Yes.
Mr. Hart?
Yes.
Mr. Ehrlich?
Yes.
9-4, 0 against.
Financial reports?
I move that we accept the financial reports for February 2017 from cafeteria, childcare, Wilson West, Wilson Southern, and the senior high school.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Mr. Martin, roll call, please.
Mr. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Metzger?
Yes.
Mr. Nigrini?
Yes.
Mrs. Reed?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Dr. Chemowski?
Yes.
Mr. Hart?
Yes.
Mr. Hopp?
Yes.
Mr. Ehrlich?
Yes.
9 yes, 0 no.
Item 4.1, request permission to ratify the out-of-state overnight field trips as attached. Do I have a motion? Mr. Martin, second. Mr. Wolf, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Superintendent's report.
Mr. Ehrlich, under the superintendent's report, I recommend combining 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, 5.4, 5.5, 5.6, 5.7, and 5.8.
Thank you. Do I have a motion? Dr. Chmielewski, second. Mr. Metzger, roll call, please.
Mr. Nigrini?
Yes.
Mrs. Reed?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Dr. Chemowski?
Yes.
Mr. Hart?
Yes.
Mr. Hopp?
Yes.
Mr. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Metzger?
Yes.
And Mr. Ehrlich?
Yes.
9-4, 0 against.
Item 6.1, request permission to accept the following donation, $19,100 to the Green Valley Elementary and Green Valley Home and School Association to be used for reading workshop kits for the 2017-2018 school year. Do I have a motion for approval? Dr. Kennedy, second. Mrs. Reed, all those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Under Human Resources, 7.1, request approval of the superintendent search agreement, which is attached, which is with the Berks County Intermediate Unit. Do I have a motion for approval? Mr. Hopp, second. Mrs. Reed, is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Dr. Chemowski?
Yes.
Mr. Hart?
Yes.
Mr. Hopp?
Yes.
Mr. Martin?
No.
Mr. Metzger?
Yes.
Mr. Nigrini?
Yes.
Mrs. Reed?
Yes.
Mr. Ehrlich?
Yes.
8-4, 1 against.
And that information will be posted to the Wilson website tomorrow. And there will be follow-up information that will be made available to all district residents and stakeholders regarding the search that will be conducted by the BCIU that will be eventually, will be posted on the website.
Just for clarification, there's no fee for this?
There is no fee for the search being conducted by the BCIU. The only fee that the district will be responsible for would be advertising costs and printing costs, but there is no search fee. Under operations, 10.1, requesting approval to proceed with option 2A at a cost of $160,480, with money coming from the capital reserve for the bleacher work and press box concession stand through KPN agreement as recommended by the Phillies and extracurricular committee. Do I have a motion for approval? Mr. Nigrini, second. Dr. Chmielewski. Is there any discussion?
Mr. Ehrlich, we met as a group last week, both facilities and extracurricular. There were 3 different options as we were finalizing the last phase of the Southern project. Option 2 was the least expensive, one of which called for raising or elevating the bleachers, which would have added, another $100,000, a little bit more than that, to the cost. So the number that you see here was the least expensive, but with all of the folks that discussed what was presented, it will provide more than adequate enough seating, that concerns over sight lines will be addressed. The one thing that we kind of left the meeting at, that we're going to gather some more information on, would be restroom facilities over there, something comparable to what we have at the high school, getting some costs associated with that, and where, if we were to move forward with restrooms, where those restrooms would be located. There are restrooms available over at West that individuals that are spectators for either the baseball stadium or the track for football games, lacrosse games, etc., have access to restroom facilities. And again, it was important from the facility standpoint that there was and there is equitable opportunities for our students for all of facilities between West and Southern. So as soon as we gather some more information on that, we'll make that known and make a recommendation at that time.
Thank you for the update.
Mr. President, I just want to thank the Facilities Committee for putting the time and effort into this. I think it was a well-thought-out process and proposal. From my perspective, while all my children are either have gone to West or currently going to West, the most important thing for me is seeing equity in this district, and that those who live in the Southern attendance area have the same opportunity and access to facilities as those that live in the West attendance area. And I think this is just another step in that process. The current bleachers are just frankly inadequate. The field is not to the same level of West, and I think this is curing those issues. So thank you.
And I think, as Mr. Nigrini said, this keeps with our plan of upgrading all of those facilities at Southern. I think we have a motion and a second. Roll call.
Dr. Shalasky?
Yes.
Mr. Hart?
Yes.
Mr. Hopp?
Yes.
Mr. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Metzger?
Yes.
Mr. Nigrini?
Yes.
Mrs. Reed?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Mr. Ehrlich?
Yes.
4-0 against.
Under Finance 11.1, request approval to remove Kurt Baker's name and replace with Dr. Nozeski's name as the authorized signer on all the district bank accounts. And 11.2 is request approval of the budget transfers dated February 16th through March 13th. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Dr. Chmielewski, second. Mr. Hart, roll call, please.
Mr. Hart?
Yes.
Mr. Hopp?
Yes.
Mr. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Metzger?
Yes.
Mr. Nigrini?
Yes.
Mrs. Reed?
Yes.
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Dr. Shalasky?
Yes.
And Mr. Ehrlich?
Yes.
9-4, 0 against.
Under policies, tonight is the second reading of the policy 806, which is the child abuse policy. No vote is needed tonight. On the committee reports, Berks Career and Technology, Mr. Metzger.
The next meeting of the JOC of BCTC will take place this Wednesday, March 22nd at 6:30 p.m. at our East Campus. That is all.
Berks IU.
The next meeting of the Berks County School Directors, which we have each year, is April 27th. It's at 5:30. There's going to be a tour and a reception. 6:30 a dinner. It will be at Millmont Elementary School, one of Reading's elementary schools. And the speaker will be Randy Piers, who's President and CEO of Greater Reading Chamber and Economic Development Corporation. That's my report.
Berks EIT.
Our next meeting is March 30th at 6 p.m.
Thank you. Curriculum.
Okay, we actually just had our curriculum meeting prior to this meeting. They are looking into professional development for math, and they're hoping to get 4 sessions with 1 each quarter. They're trying to get a good program, something that's interesting, with the most reasonable fees that they can get. They would also discuss the summer courses, so the virtual acceleration courses. Some of the fees have changed. The half-credit course used to be $250. It will now be $200. The 1-credit course is $300. That would be courses taught by our instructors. The 1-credit third-party courses, which are taught by someone else, is going to be $750. That is actually an increase of $50. The remediation courses will remain the same. And the last thing I have is part of the mental health initiative that they talked about. They have rented a film. It's called Screenagers. Has to do with teenagers and too much screen time, and we don't mean studying time on their screens. We're talking about playing time and Facebook and games and all that stuff. So there will be this film at West Middle School. It's going to be March 30th at 6:30. It's about 1.5 hours, and then there will be a discussion afterwards. And that's the end of my report. Thank you.
Extracurricular?
Despite the snowy weather, we had quite the busy week for extracurriculars. We had several of our students participating in the PIAA State Swimming Championships. Results in our girls 200 free relay of Sophia Appler, Natalie Tasca, Carolyn Torek, and Alyssa Bubel. They took an 8th place, and then Sophia Appler also took a 5th place in her respective competition. Diving, unfortunately, got pushed back 1 week due to weather, so we'll have results of that hopefully at our next meeting. Our high school production accrued in Chicago, and I did not unfortunately make it, but I heard it was phenomenal. I've heard great reviews from everyone that was there, so congratulations to them and Mr. Reppert. We had our high school cheer teams, both varsity and JV, participate in the Cheer Limited Nationals competition in Myrtle Beach. They apparently were not affected by the snow. I don't know, Mr. Hopp, do you know anything about that? All right, no snow down there? Okay. This competition included schools from Canada and all along the East Coast. There's 33 varsity squads, 9 JV squads that participated. Our JV squad took 2nd place. Our stunt team took 1st place, and our varsity squad won their division to earn a medal, a jacket, a banner, and an automatic bid to next year's competition. We also had our wrestler Tommy O'Brien place 5th at the 170 class in the PIAA Wrestling Championship. So congratulations to Tommy. That was our first medal at Wilson since 1999. And finally, along the same discussion about the snow, just want to thank Mr. Zebra and our operations crew. If anyone drove by, they worked diligently both Friday and Saturday to have our turf and our tennis courts cleared and caused really minimal disruption in our start of our spring sports season, where I know a lot of schools are scrambling for indoor space and paying for space other places. So thank you to them for their efforts and keeping us on track.
Yeah, I saw something interesting. It was Mr. Drago, who's a newspaper sports reporter for the Reading Eagle, on his Twitter feed it was this week, it was pointing out that it was a Governor Mifflin high school kicker was kicking 55-yard field goals in March. And I'm looking, and I'm like, that looks like our football field where he's kicking. Am I accurate there? Did you
I didn't
that?
see it. I didn't realize it was on our field.
I'm like, that's Gursky Stadium. So they obviously did clear the field because there was snow all around it except where he was kicking.
Gonna have to talk to him about a rental fee.
A rental fee, right.
You have the authority to bill Dr. Gerhard and Governor Mifflin for the use of our field,
Yeah.
and you can sign my name.
Since that's not a district, our district, full free.
That's
No
right.
discount.
That's right.
That's fine for not
That
asking.
concludes my report.
Facilities.
Our next meeting is Tuesday, March 28th at 4:30.
Finance, our next meeting is Wednesday, March 29th. And what time do we start? 5:15. Human Resources.
No report.
Legislative, Mr. Martin.
Well, the snow delayed the return of our distinguished
legislators. But the good news, bad news, they're proposing a budget of $33.28 billion, which is more than $1 billion more than the governor requested. The problem is there's no mechanism to raise those funds to cover that deficit, so it should be interesting when it goes to the full House and full Senate for discussions.
Thank you. Public relations. Mr. Hart.
Just a few things. On Monday, March 13th, Spring Ridge Elementary hosted a Family Literacy Night at the Reading Public Museum. The event is an extension of the One School, One Book program the entire school participated in this past fall by reading Masterpiece by Elise Broach. The event showcased one of the museum's current exhibits that features the art of Albert Dürer, the artist referenced throughout the masterpiece, as well as an exhibit called Beatlemania. The art of Joan Danziger, which ties into the plot of Masterpiece as the main character, is a beetle who can draw like Albert Dürer. This event allows students to experience the exhibit and tie in their knowledge learned from the reading of the book. The Family Literacy Night included several hands-on activities led by teachers, and I think they had over 530 people there. So a very nice evening, right before the snowstorm. On Tuesday, March 21st, which is tomorrow at 7 o'clock p.m. in the Wilson High School Auditorium, the Wilson community will celebrate academic achievement at the annual National Honor Society induction ceremony. At this candlelit event, our best and brightest students will be inducted into the National Honor Society. During the ceremony, Wilson alumni will be honored and inducted as members of the Wilson Academic Hall of Fame. This year, Distinguished Alumni Awards will recognize Brian Campbell, David Casmus, Corinne Gibble, and David McAleese. Refreshments will be available prior to the ceremony in the auditorium lobby at 6:30 p.m., and the ceremony will be followed by coffee and dessert. The community is welcome to attend this event as we highlight Wilson students, past and present. No RSVP is necessary. And the Grandview Gallery this month will be showcasing artwork by Wilson High School students. On Friday, March 24th, from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock p.m., Wilson High School's Literacy Magazine, Inc. is hosting a coffee house in the gallery, featuring poetry, music, and more, as well as coffee, hot chocolate, and donuts. Tickets are $3 each, and all proceeds will go to the publication magazine. That's the end of the report.
Thank you. Education Foundation, Mr. Nigrini.
Yes. On Sunday, March 26th, is the Iron Chef competition. Just a last-minute reminder. This year, there is a first taste ticket, which allows folks to enter 1 hour before to taste the goodies ahead of time. Doors open 1 to 5. Tickets are still available. Advance tickets are $15 for adults, $10 for students. Children under 3 are free. Wilson Night at the Fighting Phils will be held on Friday, June the 9th. Information regarding foundation-facilitated scholarships, including the Lauren Maurer Scholarship, the Barbara Heckman Spirit of Wilson Scholarship, the General Frank Scholarship, and the Ann Douglas Minnick Memorial Scholarship have been sent to the high school counseling office and the athletic office. And information regarding spring 2017 venture grants will be sent out to the staff by the end of the week. That's my report.
Thank you. Technology.
We met on March 6th, I believe, and the focus of our discussion is on revising the website, and we're at the point of final vendor selection between 2 vendors, and hopefully we'll begin that process this summer. And the other piece that we were looking at with that was rebranding the district. We will be planning a public meeting sometime in the near future before we finalize a recommendation.
What is rebranding?
Well, there's some discussion as to whether or not we would actually change our Bulldog and make it a copywritten Bulldog. And the first place you want to do that is obviously the website. So,
Student outreach. Emma is not here this evening, so I'm going to fill in for her. She has a list of a number of things, and Emma has lacrosse practice until 7:30 tonight since the fields are clear. So she Emma mentioned National Honor Society, which Mr. Hart has already mentioned, the musical Chicago, which Mr. Wolf has mentioned. The next thing is student government is currently reaching out to the middle schools to give a presentation to 8th graders to explain the club, what they do, and how to apply for when they move up to the high school. Interact just hosted a basketball tournament for Wilson students this weekend to raise money for the Olivet Boys and Girls Club, and the Peer Advocacy Club is planning on decorating the lower house with more artwork and are currently working on that endeavor. And that's Emma's report. Solicitor,
Nothing to add. Thank you.
is there any other business? Is there any public participation on non-agenda items? And I'd like a motion to adjourn. Mr. Hopp, second. Mr. Hart, all in favor?
Aye.